Hey guys, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and I'm back at Universal Studios Hollywood to check in on the construction for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. And wow, from what I've seen so far, they have done so much work in these past 2 weeks since my last visit. Let's go check everything out. Just look at how that show building has grown, and they've added so much more track for the final breaks there. And then coming around here, look at this gigantic support. I did not think it was going to be this tall. And as I look at the top of that support, I don't see an arrow on there. So it probably isn't the top of that support. It looks like it's going to go up even higher from there. And then down below, they are working on more of those footings. This is really coming along nicely here. And then if I look off in this direction over here, the footings still don't have supports, but that massive one that I was looking at a couple weeks ago, it looks like it is filled in with concrete now. And hopefully we see some supports there soon. Anyway, this is what it's looking like over here. I'm gonna go over to the other side and see what else is new. Okay, let's come up on the station area. Those catwalks that were removed, they are still gone. I'm curious when those are gonna come back. But let's take a peek on the other side of the fence here and get a look at that giant support, and also a closer look at the track and the supports there for the final brake section. Yeah, here we go. Can't see too much, but is what it is. Let's continue over just a little bit further here. Approaching from the front gate midway, and I can't say it enough, but this ride project is insanely huge. Just look at this. Coming up on the escalators now, and off to my left, look at this. We have more track, and we have launch track. Look at those LSM fins. That is really, really awesome. Something I've been waiting for, and that show building, like I said, it is coming along really, really fast here. And then just gonna look over the edge here, and still no new supports over here, but they are working on that retaining wall, getting the concrete on there. It looks like that is done, but they haven't worked on the other retaining wall that I was looking at. And come over here, also get another look at that launch track. Really awesome. Let's see what they've done down here though. And oh my, well, they have like doubled or tripled the amount of footings from 2 weeks ago. That is a lot. There's like an entire strip there. It almost looks like it's gonna be a retaining wall of some sort. Kind of hard to tell, but it's just like in a vertical line there, really narrow. And then another giant footing right next to that retaining wall there, which I'm guessing is gonna be for support for this launch track here. Jeez, I was not expecting to see this much. Let's take a look from the bottom. Okay, just off to the side here, getting a really good look at all these footings. And you can see what I was talking about, how there's that section that's just a straight line. It looks like there's gonna be, it definitely is gonna be a retaining wall of some sort. I don't think that's gonna be a footing because they would be all around, but yeah. And then looking up at the launch track there, which I think it's gonna launch, yeah, it's launching towards us obviously, and I think it's gonna quickly dip down and then come in this direction and then go off away from us. And then also looking at that giant support that they installed. Wow, 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 wow. This is really cool stuff over here. Here's an overview of the entire construction area. We're gonna see where the track goes over those escalators really soon when those supports go up. And as the footings develop, we're really seeing this final layout here. This is looking really good. And that launch track, it is, I mean, really high up there. The elevation difference on this coaster is going to be really something else as I come all the way over to this end of the project, and so many more footings that are done or almost done. So we should see a lot more supports pop up here really, really soon. Cannot wait for that. I came down a little bit more, and it just completely changes the perspective once again, looking at that giant support they recently installed, and then looking up at the station building. It looks like that floor is ready to pour concrete if they've not already. And then there's also the piece of track that turns back into the maintenance bay from the station. And then of course the launch track, and looking all the way over to where the coaster is going to go over the escalators. I'm constantly blown away by this project, and just how different it looks every 20, 30 feet that I move. Just completely changes the look of everything here. This is one incredible sight. I had to come down even further and get another perspective of this ride, and it is so cool looking up at it. Nothing like it ever before that I've seen. Being able to look up at it from down here, and then being up on that parking garage on the right there, and being able to look down on it. Just every perspective is drastically different, and I cannot wait to see this thing operate. This is going to be incredible. I left the park now, and I headed over to the Frankenstein parking structure, which gives a really awesome perspective of this ride. And looking at that giant support again, there are a couple cables that are holding it in place. I didn't notice that before. I'm sure those will go away as soon as they get more support attached to that support and make it self-supporting. No pun intended there. And then looking over here as we go to the far end of the project, they are moving a bunch of dirt around, and I'm sure that we're gonna see footings pop up here pretty soon. And then just one more thing I wanna show you is that turnaround. Here we go with that footing that they were working on last time I was here. It is looking like it is pretty much done. Probably won't be too much longer until they get supports put up over here. But they still have this whole area over here that is just dirt, like I was showing. Look at that, we got two porta potties up in the air. Not as exciting as track or supports, but I hope nothing oozes out. All right, guys, well, that's gonna do it from here at Universal Studios Hollywood. With how fast they are getting things done here, I'm sure that we're gonna see some supports go up by next week, because those footings, they are almost done in a lot of areas. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about this project and how excited you are for it. And if you don't yet subscribe to our channel, please consider. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you to everybody out there. Take care. All right, see ya.